Hey guys, today we're going to be going over Ruan Mei. Going to go over her stats, explain her kit, and how to use her abilities, and where to use her. In a couple days, her banner is going to be going away really soon, so if you pick her up, this guide can help you before then. And then also, if you pick her up in the future, I think this guide again will help you. Start off by reading her kit. Her base attack deals ice damage equal to a percentage of her trace. Now, the best way to use this is one of the best ways to keep the uptime for her ult. Use her skill, and then while the skill is active, you basic attack until you have to activate the skill again, and that keeps her SP positive, as well as helping build up her energy for her ultimate. The talent: increase speed by 9.5% for the team. When allies break an enemy's target weakness, Ruan Mei deals to this enemy target break damage equal to 105% of her ice break damage. Increase break effect by 20% for all allies, and Ruan Mei regenerates 5 energy at the start of her turn. This is a great part of her kit. The extra speed enables better turn cycling on all of your teammates, but you do want her to be faster than your DPS to get the most value from her and her bonus damage. And that bonus damage is incredibly helpful. That said, it does give her anti-synergy with Zila. The extra energy helps so much in her rotations, and the break effect is an excellent way to round out kit and provides great damage. After using her skill, Ruan Mei gains Overtone, lasting for 3 turns. The duration decreases by 1 at the start of Ruan Mei's turn. When Ruan Mei has Overtone, all allies' damage increases by 28%, and weakness break efficiency increases by 50%. In battle, for every 10% of Ruan Mei's break effect that exceeds 120%, her skill additionally increases allies' damage by 6% to a maximum of 36%. And this to me is the bread and butter of her kit. The damage it gives is insane, breaking shields way more. Say a boss is about to unleash hell on you, well at that extra break efficiency, that will put him in his place. After 180 break effect, it's so good. Almost 60% damage boost from one skill to the whole party. If more characters in the future come and that scale with HP or defense, she's going to be invaluable to them. Theory crafting for characters that don't even exist yet. Got my brain working a bunch. And you have to use this skill every 3 turns, but that's what makes her so SP positive. Ruan Mei deploys a field that lasts for 2 turns. The field's duration decreases by 1 at the start of her turn, while inside the field all type res pen increases by 23%, and their attacks apply Thantalopium Bloom, Rebloom, extending Plum. I'm just going to call it Plum. When enemies attempt to recover from weakness break, Plum is triggered, extending the duration of their weakness break, delaying their action by an amount equal to 20% of Ruan Mei's break effect, plus 10%, and dealing break damage equal to 47 Ruan Mei's ice break damage. Enemy targets can have Plum replied to them until they recover from weakness break. This is probably the best ultimate in the whole game. Hands down, the penetration on all elements is invaluable. And then re-breaking the enemy, that provides some good sustain. And it can save you from some damage, as well as give you a chance to dish out more damage. You'll want to reapply this as often as you can. And her technique. After using this technique, gains Silken Serenade at the start of the next battle. Automatically triggers a skill for 1 time without consuming skill points. In Simulated Universe, when Ruan Mei has Silken Serenade, the team actively attacking enemies will always be regarded as attacking their weakness to enter the battle, and this attack can reduce all enemies' toughness regardless of weakness types. When breaking weakness triggers weakness break effect corresponding to the attacker's type. For every blessing in possession up to a maximum of 20 blessings, additionally increases the toughness reducing damage of this attack by 100%. After breaking an enemy target's weakness, additionally deals to the enemy target break damage equal to 1% of Ruan Mei's ice break damage. This technique is great to start the fight with. Generates some energy and you stay SP positive pretty early on. But the second part, that pendulum Yu-Gi-Oh card effect, she can just wipe mobs away like they just don't even exist. Makes your simulated universe runs just trivial. Must have for the grinding in my opinion. Especially, if you try to do all 33 runs in one day. Let's talk light cones. Now probably, her signature light cone is probably going to be her best. But then again, that light cone is like having a whole other character on the team. And yeah, it's nuts. Now my personal favorite is Memories of the Past. Increases the wearer's break effect by 35%, and the wearer's attack additionally drains 5 energy. This effect cannot be repeatedly triggered in a single turn. And I think that this light cone will be best in just about every situation that she's put in. The extra break and energy helps building her way easier. But if you don't have this one, I think a good light cone would be S5 Meshing Cogs. It'll give you the same amount of energy, but you just don't get that break effect, so you have to make up for it somewhere else. I also think that any other Harmony light cone will work on her. I just think that those two particular ones, if you don't have her signature, are going to be the most valuable to get her energy up so that she can keep applying that ultimate. And your light cone choice does kind of determine your playstyle and relic sets. Now on to her relic sets. I'm doing a Penacony Land of Dreams. Increase the wearer's energy regeneration rate by 5%. Increases damage by 10% for all other allies that are of the same type as the wearer. Now, I think Von Whack is personally better than this one, especially for her versatility, because you can ensure that you're going turn 1 with that 40% boost. And then I'm doing a 2-piece Messenger and 2-piece Thief. I like that increase in speed, and I like the increase of break effect, because it definitely helps with her stat line. I'm running a break effect rope, but if you have, more break effect built anywhere else in her kit, then I think an ER rope would probably be better, and it'll ensure a quicker ultimate. For boots, you're going to want speed. Now, if you're running Meshing Cogs, I think I'd have to recommend a 4-piece Thief for that extra break effect that it provides. It gives 16 plus 16, and also recovers a bit more energy. And then after that, you'll just want to be able to build bulk into her stats so that she can stay alive and take a hit. Teams that I would say you should personally use with her. She enables DPS comps, so some people will say that a dot comp is probably her best comp. But I think any other kind of dual DPS comps can work out. Like if you run Argenti and I don't know, someone else. Or Argenti and I think like a damage Pela, that would definitely work out. Just make sure you have some sustain in the team. The only thing I can't recommend you doing is doing a composition with Zila, because even though I do it, the extra damage that she provides in her kit after a break effect, that will actually steal the kill from Zila. I don't know if it's a bug or if that's how it's meant to happen. Maybe they didn't want her to work well with Zila. I don't know. And so all in all, I think she makes the game insanely more fun to play, and the ever tedious simulated universe is way easier. I highly recommend this unit. 10 out of 10. Must pull.